Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He isn't just all talk, he's willing to put in the hard work, especially when he cares about something deeply. His drive means he'll push through challenges and put in long hours to move ahead in his career. This can sometimes hold him back.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he's the type to get upset quickly and may even lose his cool or raise his voice. Instead of quietly thinking things over, he might blame others or say harsh things when frustrated. He can recover and get back to work, but only after letting out his anger first.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people will appreciate his good manners and strong work ethic, but many will find him hard to deal with over time. He tends to argue when things don't go his way and doesn't really care how others feel, which can push people away. He can be polite, but his temper and need to be right could create enemies and lead to frequent fights.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he's more likely to feel jealous or upset than proud. He has a strong need to be the one in control and can get annoyed if someone else, especially his partner, is getting the spotlight. You may find yourself having to downplay your achievements just to keep the peace.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is likely to feel upset and resentful. He wants to be seen as the main achiever, so your higher income might hurt his pride, even if he doesn't say it outright. You may notice him becoming moody, making bitter jokes, or picking fights over small things.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not the most careful when it comes to handling money. He might focus on things that look good or make an impression rather than planning and saving for the future. Impulse spending, especially on hobbies, style, or things to show off, is possible with him.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He often tries to look more successful or stylish than he actually is, even if it's a stretch for his budget. It's important to him to be seen the way he wants, and he may spend money on things that make him look good to others. This can mean buying fancy clothes, gadgets, or going to expensive places, sometimes without thinking about the real cost.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't really open hearted or generous in the way you might hope. While he can be polite, he tends to think of his own needs first and keeps a tight grip on both his money and his feelings. If someone needs support, he might hold back rather than offer help freely.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be secretive and controlling when it comes to money. He wants to make the decisions and may keep details about his spending or savings to himself. It's important to be careful and try to have clear conversations before mixing finances.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is more likely to believe that housework is mostly your responsibility, not his. Even if he's polite, he doesn't naturally step in to help or see chores as something to split as a team. This may leave you feeling unsupported if you're hoping for a true partnership at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to stand on the sidelines and tell you what to do rather than actually pitching in with chores or taking care of children. You might find him supervising or giving instructions rather than getting his hands dirty. And if asked, he could get irritated or act like it's not really his job. If you're hoping he'll be an equal partner in the messy parts of family life, you may end up frustrated.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He rarely tries to understand your side. Instead, he's quick to argue and wants to prove that he is right. Even if you calmly explain your feelings, he may not really listen or show empathy. Don't expect easy or warm discussions when you disagree. He struggles to put himself in your shoes.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often struggles to stay calm and respectful. His temper can get the better of him, and he might say things that are sharp, hurtful, or meant to put you down. Sometimes his anger could even turn into shouting or dramatic outbursts.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he's the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Little things can set him off, and his reactions can be intense and hard to handle. Please don't ignore this red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and take responsibility when he's wrong. More often, he'll blame you or others rather than admitting his own mistakes. Getting a sincere apology out of him is rare.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He's likely to push your boundaries and may struggle to fully respect when you say no. If you set limits, he might argue, try to convince you, or act annoyed instead of backing off right away. This behavior can make you feel pressured or unheard. If you notice him ignoring or brushing aside your boundaries, please take it seriously. Your comfort and safety should always come first.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may act upset, make hurtful comments, or even try to guilt you into changing your mind. This can leave you feeling anxious or pressured rather than comfortable and respected.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, you may not be able to fully trust him with your private moments. When he gets upset or wants to win an argument, he might bring up things you shared in confidence or use personal details to make you feel small. Instead of protecting your trust, he could use your secrets or tender moments as weapons in fights, just to prove a point or hurt your feelings.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be easily distracted by other women and may not see loyalty as very important. His need for attention and excitement can make him flirt or seek out new interests, even if he's in a committed relationship. This can leave you feeling insecure and unsure of where you stand.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, showing signs of jealousy and control in the relationship. He might question where you are, who you're talking to, or complain if you spend time with others. This kind of behavior can become overwhelming and take away your freedom.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might seem like a protective nature is actually a sign of wanting to control you. He may say he's looking out for you, but in reality, he uses this as a reason to make decisions for you, limit your choices, or tell you what you can and cannot do. This control often gets stronger over time and can make you feel small, isolated, or powerless.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He's likely to expect you to handle most of the parenting while he stays focused on his own responsibilities. Instead of working together as a team, he might act like raising children is mainly your job and only step in when he feels like it or wants to enforce the rules. If you ask him for help, he could get irritated or act as if he's doing you a favor.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or noisy behavior can make him angry quickly, leading to shouting or harsh words instead of gentle teaching. He finds it hard to control his emotions when things don't go as he wants.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is not likely to support you fully as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to take care of the house and kids, he often overlooks your own dreams, feelings, and independence. You may find yourself doing most of the work at home while your needs go unnoticed.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might support your career at first, but later expect you to quit once you have a child. He may seem encouraging now, but when the time comes, his true expectations will show. He'll likely think caring for the home and kids is your main job. If you try to balance both, he could get upset or pressure you to give up your work even if you love it.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface with your parents, but real warmth and affection may be missing. He knows how to use good manners, so he won't openly disrespect them, but don't expect him to go out of his way to build a close or loving relationship. His interactions may feel formal or distant, and he might avoid spending extra time with them unless he has to. He is likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways rather than making an effort to fit in with them.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. Instead of listening and trying to find a peaceful solution, he may get irritated quickly, raise his voice, or say sharp things, turning a small issue into a bigger fight. His strong reactions can add fuel to the fire, leaving you stuck in the middle and feeling even more stressed.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the type who might act modern and open minded with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. When family or outsiders are around, he may suddenly want you to dress, speak, or behave a certain way that matches traditional expectations, even if he doesn't follow those rules himself. This can feel confusing and unfair, as you are left juggling two very different roles.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than fully supporting you. He tends to avoid uncomfortable conversations and might expect you to adjust or give in instead of standing up for you. In a strong partnership, you deserve someone who stands with you, especially when things get tough with the family.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is likely to be a mummy's boy, which means his mother's opinions and wishes often come before yours. In a conflict between you and his mother, he will rarely choose your side. This can leave you feeling hurt and alone, as if your needs and feelings matter less.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is the type who may share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters might become topics of discussion in his family without your consent. Such behavior breaks trust and makes it hard to feel safe or respected in the relationship.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man can feel like walking on eggshells most days. You might always be on alert, trying not to upset him or waiting for his mood to change.